Her lap the lip on. I mean, she could cook, fresh eggs, fresh butter, fresh milk, and the best garden vegetables you ever had. Better than Plant City ever had. I mean, they came prepared, my grandma. Peaches out in the yard. Oh man, she didn't just can in the pints and the quarts. She canned in the half gallon. So that anybody in our part of the country, if they were hungry, they knew that they could come to my grandma and grandpa Smith's house and get something to eat, and there was a chair there for them. But that wasn't the only thing she offered to me. I was the last of the grandkids. Everybody else was in school, and I knew I had their undivided attention when I was at their house. Although she was not immune to sending me down a potato row by myself with a styrofoam cup to eradicate every potato bug off the plant. And I was smart enough to know that she started me at the opposite end of her. So I think she needed a little bit of peace and quiet. In the afternoon, when the house was so hot you couldn't stay in there, we'd get out on the front porch swing. She'd get her gallon jar of clabber that she was going to prepare to make her butter in the afternoon. And she'd get out there and she'd tell me stories, and she answered my questions. And she told me about Jesus, and she said, Susie, Jesus is coming soon. That was a long time ago, but I guarantee you, he's still coming soon. He's still on his way. That rusty yellow school bus came to pick us up each day and took my sister off to school and dropped me at your house to play. I'd see you waving from the porch down that old dusty drive, and I'd run as fast as I could to your side. You taught me how to garden, and then you let me help you cook. That gentle smile was always there, and on your face that special look. And you tell me about Jesus, how he lived inside of you. You know I never doubted what you said was true. There was a few times when she kind of tested me on whether I believed her in what she said. She'd work in the bottom garden, she'd work in the back garden, and then she'd work in the flowers all around her house. And I'd wonder, why in the world is she wanting to make this place so pretty? Probably 5 people came by her house today, including the mailman Bob. Wasn't a popular place. And she told me one time, she said, you never get behind anybody with a hoe. That's an H-O-E, hoe. You never get behind anybody with a hoe. And I didn't understand that. One day I wasn't paying any attention to her. She was a big woman. I mean, she had a good backstroke. I walked up behind her, and I mean, she nailed me right between the eyes. And I fell back. I was, oh, maybe she'll have pity on me and put a whole cloth on my head, take me in for some ice cream. You know what she said? I guess you won't stand there again, will you? That was in the generation you didn't tell them 3 times.